Good morning and welcome to the Utopian Cafe for Thursday, September 9th. I woke up like 30 seconds ago. I got tremendous bedhead. Good morning. So the Utopian Baseball Universe is winding down its regular season. We've got, after today, 15 games left in the regular season. As you can see behind me, I update the standings with the caps. So we've got Toronto, Cincinnati, Durham, and San Francisco all in first place right now with 15 games left. Now, today we have 6 games on the schedule. We've got the rain makeup with Detroit or Minnesota at Detroit. That's going to be live today on Xbox at 3 o'clock. Walter Johnson versus Jack Morris. And then we have 5 other games. And those 5 games will be simulated live at 5:30 Central. So if you're watching at 5:30, you'll have a chance to interact with me. If you want to be on camera, just let me know, and I'll send you an invite. But we're gonna simulate those 5 games. It'll be about a half-hour show, and then by the end of that show, we'll update all the standings heading into the weekend with 15 games left in the regular season. So we'll talk a little bit about last night's games. The Yankees take the series against the Red Sox, winning 4-2. The Blue Jays pulling off a sweep in Washington, and that's why they're in first place now in the East. The Phillies shut out the Mets last night, and is that right? I thought the Mets won last night. Well, I guess I think that's a typo. So if you're a Phillies fan, if you want to file a complaint, you can file it with me. I think the Mets won last night 8-3, and the Expos won in Baltimore. Let me just bring this up real quick. My computer's asleep. I'm half asleep. If I can bring up the file, if I have to. Here we go. So let me bring up the PDF because I'd like to change this if people are watching right now. Not that anyone is. I'm kidding. If you are, thank you. Let's see. Wednesday. Oh, there's nothing like. Yeah, Mets won last night. I apologize to Phillies fans. I'm going to switch it up here. So yeah, Mets actually beat the Phillies last night 8-3. We'll go to the north here. Pirates beat the Brewers 6-2. 14 innings last night. The Reds beat the Cubs. Tigers over the Twins. Indians over the White Sox. In the West, the Giants pulled off a sweep. That's huge. Giants lead right now is 5. That's the biggest lead in the universe right now. Another 14-inning game. The Mariners over the A's. Angels over the Diamondbacks yesterday. Our Wednesday night showcase game, the Dodgers beat the Rockies 13-4. In the South, the Marlins beat the Bulls. We had a game commemorating the 2011 World Series yesterday as the Cardinals beat the Rangers 1-0. Bob Gibson, 8 1/3 scoreless. He actually lowers his ERA to 2.43. That right now is the best in the universe this year. It's amazing that the top ERA in the universe belongs to a 7th place team, and the top RBI producer, Sammy Sosa, plays for a 7th place team. Braves swept the Rays, so now the Braves have leapfrogged the Rays. They're just a game back in the South, and the Royals with a shutout over Houston yesterday. Mark Gubicza, 7 scoreless, 10 strikeouts. So again, today, and today's a big day too because the NFL kicks off. So that's one of the reasons I had a shorter schedule today, and we're going to just get everything done by about 6 o'clock. I think it's a 7:20 start tonight. I'm not even sure who does the Thursday game. Is it NBC? Tampa Bay hosting Dallas. I finished my last fantasy football draft last night. I have Josh Allen in all three, and I played Geeker Cruisin in all three, and he's a Bills fan. So that's going to be interesting. So again, 3 o'clock today, Twins Tigers. Walter Johnson versus Jack Morris. At 5:30 Central, we're going to simulate everything else. There's 5 other games. We'll go over those here real quick. Phillies at Mets. And that's going to be Steve Carlton versus Tom Seaver. Expos at Orioles. Steve Rogers versus Jim Palmer. White Sox Indians. Lucas Giolito versus Bob Feller. Dodgers Rockies. Sandy Koufax versus Rube Foster. And Astros Royals. J.R. Richard versus Brett Saberhagen. That'll be an interactive show. So you guys will have a opportunity to simulate one or all of those games, depending on how many people are watching. So we'll see you at 3 o'clock for Twins Tigers, and back again at 5:30, and then so we can all enjoy our NFL tonight. We'll be off the air probably about 6 o'clock or so Central tonight. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is terrible. Well, I'm the worst. I am the worst Facebook/YouTube morning show host of all time. Yawning for you. I didn't set my alarm early enough. I should have just come up with a fake reason why I couldn't go on the air. Something about the internet or a cramp. Although the cramp that I had last time was real. Stan, if you're watching, it was very real. Speaking of Stan, he'll be back on the show tomorrow at 7:30. We've got 5 questions for Stan. So thanks for watching the Utopian Cafe, and we'll see you later today for Twins Tigers.